Love was not the issue. I loved her. The second I knew she was there, I loved her. The whole time she grew in my tummy. And because I loved her so much, I had to give her a better life. I had to give her a chance. She deserved it.
18 and just graduated from high school, Dove Fouts found herself pregnant.
My priority at the time was taking care of my mother. I had to take care of her.
Her mother was fighting breast cancer, going through chemo treatments, with Dove helping to take care of her.
It was the most difficult, agonizing, heart-wrenching decision to ever make. But I knew I couldn't take care of her the way she needed. I would lay in the bed with my mother after her chemotherapy treatments, and my mother would just cry. She'd rub my stomach, and she'd feel her moving. And she would just cry, and she would say, "I wish we could keep her. I wish there was something we could do." But there was nothing we could do. We didn't have the support.
Dove made the decision to give her baby up for adoption, for that chance at a better life. The adoption was set up before she even entered the hospital. On August 5th, 1984, Dove gave birth to a baby girl at the medical center in Columbus. She was moved from the maternity ward almost immediately.
And they opened the curtains. They held her up. So I only saw her through the glass. And they let me look at her for a minute, and then they shut the curtains, and I left.
Dove never had the chance to hold her daughter. When she went for her 6-week checkup, her doctor, who was in contact with the adoptive parents, said,
"I have a photo for you that they sent if you'd like to have it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, yes." So he gave me this, and this is when she was 2 weeks old. And of course, she looks healthy and adorable.
One more picture was sent, a picture of her little girl at 3 months old, with the name Lindsey written on the back.
To my beautiful baby girl.
Dove wrote this letter to her baby girl 3 days after she was born. The adoptive parents said they would give it to her and tell her she was adopted. But it has been 28 years and Lindsey has not reached out to her mother. So Dove Fouts decided to start looking.
I have to start. If she hasn't found me yet, I knew I had to start doing something, because my heart's just broken. And I'll never be complete, so I have to find her. I have to hold my child one time. I have to look her in the eyes and tell her I love her.
She began with a Facebook page, Looking for Lindsey, sharing her story and the 2 pictures publicly for the first time, hoping that someone might see these 2 faces and recognize her lost daughter.
And I've had an incredible amount of support from total strangers, offering prayers and best wishes and help if they can. And
in the state of Georgia, birth mothers have no rights after the adoption is finalized.
I may not be the mother that raised her, but I gave her life, and I've loved her ever since.
Every year on Lindsey's birthday, Dove went to the Hallmark store and bought a hand-painted porcelain doll for Lindsey. The dolls ran out at age 21, but Dove still celebrates by lighting a candle and taking a moment to think about the daughter she has never met. She hopes one day to be able to give the dolls to Lindsey.
I want to know that she's had everything possible that I was afraid I couldn't give her. I hope she had it all. That was the whole purpose, for her to have it all. So I don't know. I hope at the end of this rainbow, I find my pot of gold, which will be my daughter. And and I hope that we can have a nice relationship.
Dove hopes the words to her favorite song by Taylor Dane will come true, and love will lead Lindsey back into her arms. In Columbus, Laura Ann Sills, WTVM, News Leader 9.